All right, hello and welcome back to online English class. Today is Friday, April 3rd, and you should be working on your Unit 5 Poetic Analysis test. All right, no new information today, just a quick little check-in, and I want to remind you of the procedure for turning in your test, which should be turned in to me uh, via email with an attached Word document by 3 p.m. today. Okay, again, make sure, all right, that you are not emailing me a copy of your sonnet, all right, alone, but rather that you are emailing me a copy of your sonnet that has been copied and pasted into the same document as your explication, all right? This is not negotiable. This is a very clear instruction. I've got some people emailing me sonnets today. I want them emailed to me in the same document as your explication. Okay, so that's not negotiable. Let's make sure that you're turning in the assignment exactly as I have asked you to turn it in. All right, I've got hundreds of emails coming in. I don't need you to multiply that number by failing to follow directions. Okay. Make sure that in the subject line of your email that you have your name, what you're turning in, and your class. It's very important that you have your class in the subject line because when I have hundreds of emails in my inbox, it's going to be a lot easier for me to sort through those if I can search this key term and everybody's the email from everyone in English 2 comes up immediately. All right. Make sure that you are structuring your own Word document and that it is correctly labeled and neatly formatted. Okay, and then finally, you need to pick up a copy of 1984 by George Orwell before the end of the week. All right. Now, in light of the governor's most recent executive order limiting Floridians' travel and movement outside of their homes, you and your parents will have to decide if this is what you, in your and their judgment, have deemed necessary. Um, you're only supposed to leave your house for necessary things. Is this necessary? Well, you can talk that over with your parents. But I have copies of the novel outside of the school where you will not interact with anyone, and I'm not going to be there, giving you a hug whenever I see you. Okay, that would be yours and my worst nightmare. Okay, so but from outside the school, under the veranda, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thursday and Friday, copies of George Orwell's 1984 will be available. If you if you are not able to get to the school, or you and your parents are not comfortable making that move outside of the house, then absolutely you can get your own. But by the beginning of next week, you need to have a copy of the novel. Okay? I bet you if you dug through the shelves of your own home's bookshelves, that you'll find a copy of 1984. At least you should. All right? If you don't, you and your family need to up your bookshelf game. All right? So make sure that you have a copy of this novel by Monday. We're going to be beginning our study on 1984 by Monday. All right? So test by 3 p.m. Make sure that you follow all the instructions for turning it in. And make sure that you get a copy of 1984 before the end of the week. Okay, that's all that we need to do. And once you finish that test and get that copy of the novel, you are done with your work for the week. Have an excellent weekend.